Hey everybody, Rob the Ranger here. You can't see me, but I am here. I'm on this little boat somewhere underneath. This is a virtual tour of Lake Bunyonyi, or Bunyonyi, if you really want to pronounce it badly. So despite the horrific pronunciation there, the name of the lake means place of many little birds, and it is known for its amazing bird life along the swamps and reed beds around the edges of the lake itself. You can, some points in the video, if you look around, see some of the birds, but because it's a 360 video, they're going to be small little dots, unfortunately, but they are there, they are around. Now, as the boat's going along, you'll see that there are a number of islands that we float past as we're going. There are 29 individual islands in the middle of the lake. The lake itself was formed by volcanic activity in the Virunga Mountains, basically damming up a valley system. So all these islands in the lake would have been hills at one point with a riverbed running through. Now that it's all filled up, it's up to 900 meters deep in some places, which makes it the third deepest lake in the world and the second in Africa. Some of the notable islands that you come across, one of the bigger ones would be Sharp's Island, which used to be a hospital colony for people with leprosy. It's named after the doctor that ran the hospital. Nowadays it's not a hospital colony anymore, it's actually a school. Local children from the surrounding villages on the lake go to school by boat every day. Another notable island is Punishment Island, where one of the local tribes used to send their unmarried pregnant women to as a part of their punishment, to educate people not to get pregnant out of wedlock. They were left on the island, a very small island with a silver tree. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in this video because it is very small. And they were left there with no help, and most of them couldn't swim, so many of them would either drown trying to escape or die of starvation because they couldn't try and escape. Some were rescued by their lovers or by their families, and to this day there is only one survivor, which is over 100 years old now and has many generations following her. Some of the other islands host small hotels and lodges for tourists. People go out there by boat and relax on the island. It's a pretty cool place to do so. And some of the other islands are privately owned and host private residences. People live on there. One of them has an amount of game animals to visit and watch. The lake itself is situated in the southwestern corner of Uganda, close to the Rwanda border. It's a very popular place for people to stay when they're going on the gorilla trekking tours, as it's not too far from Windy Impenetrable Forest National Park. So apart from just floating around on the lake today, we're actually heading to a village on the southern bank of the lake itself, where the Batwa people live. The Batwa are the pygmy people of the forests. Now, in this case, they're not in the forest anymore. They have been pushed out of the forest by the proclamation of the national park in Bwindi, and just general development in other areas that were forests. So they've had to give up their nomadic lifestyle, hunter-gatherer lifestyle, and move into these villages, where their main source of income now comes from visits like this. after all the singing and the dancing and the crafts, it's time to go back down the very steep hill back to the boat. Just have a look around, have a look at the stunning views that you see here above the lake, and I'll play you out with some music. See you next time.
you.